In today's video, recapping the MAFEX portion of this year's Medicom Exhibition. Because this channel is all about action figure photography. And for my money, there's no better line for toy photography. Unless otherwise noted, most of the images in this video come from an X/Twitter user called Digitamin. So make sure check out that account. They were the best images I could find when it comes to this show. At the end of this video, comment with which of these figures you're most stoked to see, or what you'd like to see MAFEX tackle next. Comic Wonder Woman, I totally need a comic Wonder Woman. Now, let's get started. These are 3 licenses that were announced for the MAFEX line. First we have The Matrix, then Joker, then Berserker. Now between these and John Wick, basically what I'm getting is that MAFEX really digs them some Keanu Reeves, but then again, who doesn't? From what I understand to be a flashback in the Batman Hush comic, and I say I understand that because I've never read the comic because, as always, I'm a bad nerd, we have Batgirl. Now, one of the things I really love about the Batman Hush line is it kind of gives us definitive looks for all the characters that the line encompasses. So you pick one up, you've pretty much got a great version of the character they represent. And this figure here, this Batgirl, she looks like she's going to fit that bill just right. And now from the Batman Hush line, we have a battle-damaged Batman from a fight with Ra's al Ghul. And yes, I'm going to continue going with Ra's because Batman the Animated Series was brilliant. Anywho, the only battle damage I can find on him is right here on his arm. Still, I do wonder, are they going to make this kind of a 2.0 for the first Hush Batman, or is it pretty much the same thing with a few parts that are going to be a little ripped up? Who knows? And here's another Batman from the Batman Hush line, also from a flashback, with the oval symbol. Do I need him? Yeah, probably. Also from Batman Hush, we have Bruce Wayne in his trench coat and suit and all that good stuff. And I really love that MAFEX decided to do this kind of look for their comic characters. In addition to Bruce, of course, we've also got Clark Kent. Is it just me, or is it a good time to be a MAFEX fan? Then there's Ra's al Ghul from Batman Hush, because you gotta have somebody to throw down with a battle-damaged Batman wielding a cutlass, don't you? It's always nice to see a posed-up coming soon figure, and that's what we've got with this Riddler, also from the Batman Hush line. It seems like the whole world, nay, the entire solar system, without an ounce of hyperbole, of course, has been waiting for a perfect Tim Drake Robin. And I think MAFEX hit a home run here with their Batman Hush Robin, because he just looks really good, but I guess what'll really tell us is when we all start receiving him in the mail. But I gotta tell you, I think this thing's looking very promising. Here we have another posed up coming soon figure with the ultra freaky Jonathan Crane. After getting MAFEX's first huge comic book figure in the Nightfall Bane, I was wondering who they were going to tackle next, and lo and behold, it makes total sense. We've got Doomsday from the Death of Superman. Now, his head might look a little big. I have to go back and look at comic images a little more, but I gotta say, in MAFEX I trust, so I'm really hoping they deliver strong on Doomsday, at least as strong as they did with Bane. And for those of you wondering, yeah, Bane was a very strong release. From one of the Aquaman movies, we have Aquaman in kind of a bluish suit. Now, I'm not one that really picks up figures when it comes to DC or Marvel movies. I don't even know much about the finer details of their suits, so you'll have to check these out, judge them for yourselves. I won't have a whole lot of commentary here, except to say, it does look like Momoa, so I think they nailed that part. Also from one of the Aquaman movies, I have to admit I didn't see the second one, or possibly even Justice League, here is Aquaman in one of his more traditional looks. I think it looks good, but again, I don't know much about the details. Looks like Momoa. If you're picking this line up, hey, he looks like a winner to me. Then, likely from another Aquaman movie, we have Black Manta. Now, Black Manta I really like. He almost looks like he could double for a comic book version, so when it comes to this one, I'll be keeping my eye on him pretty closely. Here's The Rock from the Black Adam movie, which I did see, and I have to say that head sculpt looks an awful lot like Dwayne Johnson. Now, one thing I'm curious about, because everything else about the figure looks really good, is whether or not he's going to come with that chair. Obviously, MAFEX does that, see T'Challa, so it would be kind of a cool accessory, especially when we're talking figure photography. Now, a prototype of Nightmare Batman from Justice League, along with the recently solicited Nightmare Joker. Ooh, that dude's freaky. Clearly, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting the sense that I don't know much when it comes to the whole movie design, and the fact is, that's accurate. But I will say this, I am a Superman fan, and this Justice League Superman, if I were into collecting movie figures, would definitely be on the short list. Now, he looks like he's potentially a repaint of the recently released Black Suit Superman, so we'll have to see what all the bells and whistles are that he comes with, but really, this thing looks great. Oh look, a prototype of the Zack Snyder Justice League Wonder Woman, because MAFEX knows how badly I want a comic book Wonder Woman, and they're basically just doing this to laugh at me. I am confident this one is all about me. Here's Bloodsport from, I believe, the Suicide Squad, because MAFEX signed some kind of crazy contract which made it so they had to still release these figures from movies that didn't do incredibly awesomely. On the plus side, also from the Suicide Squad, is this Peacemaker who, because of his incredibly successful series, probably is going to get snatched up quite a bit from a whole lot of people, even if they're not MAFEX fans, but really, what kind of people aren't MAFEX fans? Speaking of having to make figures from movies that weren't exactly ultra successful, here is Flash in, I think, maybe gonna be a painted up Batsuit? I'm not sure, I haven't seen The Flash. And then here's Flash in his regular look from The Flash. I have zero idea how to judge this Megan figure because I didn't see the movie. So, here she is, looking all Megan-y, I would presume. Check her out. If you saw the movie and you dug it, maybe this is a figure you're going to want to pick up. Here's a group shot with some upcoming Marvel comic stuff. This is more in my wheelhouse. We have the Stealth Suit Iron Man, we have Captain America, and we have Daredevil. All are supposed to be coming out fairly soon, but I wanted to point out Cap there because he looks a lot tougher in this image than he did in the solicitation photos. Also from Marvel Comics, we have Venom 2099. Now, I couldn't find a very clear shot of him, but hey, if you're a 2099 fan, Venom's coming. Now, from the X-Men Age of Apocalypse line, we have Cyclops, and man, I love that eye effect they've got going on with him. He looks the part, and the shininess on the gold looks just perfect. Then, of course, there's Nate Gray / X-Man, who, really, I don't have any critiques. I don't know. I know that I sound like maybe a shill, if the people like to throw that word around still. But truly, when I look at these things, all I see are definitive versions of characters from the comics that we all grew up digging. Now here's a prototype shot of the Marvel Comics X-Men Iceman, who's going to look great with the gold team. Check out that head. That thing looks perfectly blocky. And of course, we have Jubilee, who was a total surprise to me anyway when it came to this show. I'm really digging the yellow coat that she's got going. Looks like it's going to have wires all over the place and is going to make for a whole lot of dynamic shots when it comes to setting her up with, I don't know, the old knucklehead, maybe big group shots with the blue team. All I know is it's gonna be fun. Behold my ignorance as we get back to movie stuff with the MCU Avengers Endgame T'Challa carrying around a big old infinity gauntlet. Now this does make me wonder, is MAFEX gonna make a Thanos from Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, any of the flicks? Because that would be pretty cool. Here's another T'Challa Black Panther, possibly from Black Panther, maybe Civil War. I'm not sure which flick this is from. He may have already come out even. This is how much I pay attention to the movie figures, but one thing I do know is this Killmonger is gonna be in high demand. People seem to just straight up dig Killmonger, and I gotta say, he's looking like he does in the movie, at least as far as my limited observation can go. Tell me, maybe. I'm gonna stop talking now. Here we have King T'Chaka. I'm guessing he's from Black Panther, but hey, feel free to correct me in the comments. Here's another one to talk about in the comments from Spider-Man No Way Home. We have the final swingsuit Spider-Man. Now, I've heard multiple people say multiple things when it comes to this look. They're saying that, oh man, it's really accurate based on this. Other people are saying it's really inaccurate based on that. So I really don't know. All I know is that blue is ultra shiny, just like it was in the movie. So let me know in the comments, which camp do you fall on? Ooh, let's get controversial. Here's Shuri as the Black Panther from Wakanda Forever, and she looks great. Obviously, you all know now that I don't pay that much attention to the details when it comes to the movie costumes, but she looks like she's the part. So if you get into these figures, once those solicitations come up, you might want to give her a shot, because honestly, she'll probably be just about the best Shuri Black Panther you'll be able to get your hands on. Here, in his away jersey, number 23, the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. Okay, personally, I always thought the home look looked way cooler than this one, but hey, if you're a huge Jordan fan, and anyone who understands basketball probably is, you probably want to pick this one up. I'm just saying, the first one went over really well. This looks like it's pretty much a straight up repaint. Now here are some movie looks I pay attention to. Ladies and gentlemen, here's some Star Wars MAFEX action figures, even from way back. We're talking Empire Strikes Back style. First up, we have Forlom. The solicitations went up a while back on this guy. He looked great in the pictures. He looks great in these pictures. I don't know what else to add. Then, answering the question I had when Forlom was solicited, which was, will MAFEX finish out the Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters? We have Bosk, so yeah. I'm guessing they're going to continue to finish out the Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters. I'm pretty stoked about this. I really have liked this guy's look, but I feel like he's always gotten shortchanged when it comes to figures from the past. So I can't wait to see this solicitation go up. And then, a total surprise, a new Stormtrooper from MAFEX, which has me pondering the question, will I actually be army building a MAFEX action figure? Ladies and gentlemen, all I've got to say about that is, die wallet die. And now, finishing it out, from the boys, we have A-Train, who's looking A-Trainy. Okay. I did watch the first 2 seasons of The Boys. I need to go back, rewatch season 3 so I can watch season 4. I did enjoy it. I don't know why it ever fell off. And then we've got Queen Maeve, who also looks really good. So, who knows, man? It kind of looks like MAFEX is knocking it out of the park with these figures with the previous ones they've done, too. Those things are hard to find, unless it's Starlight, oddly enough. And then, a shot here, nice clean one, of Soldier Boy, who, if I ever were to pick him up, I'd have to have a fight between he and Cap, because, well, that's just the way it is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was what I like to think is a dose of the good stuff. Now don't forget to comment below with which of these figures you're most looking forward to, or what kind of figure you'd like to see MAFEX tackle next. As always, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to check out the video. Truly, it really is massively appreciated. So until next time, have fun and happy snapping. See ya. Okay, a comic-style Wonder Woman is definitely the thing I want most from MAFEX, but something else that I think would really be cool is if they did a line based on any Justice League story out there. That way we could get a Green Lantern, we could get a Flash, we could get a Cyborg, maybe a Hawkman gets thrown in there. Who knows? Martian Manhunter. Oh, I need a Martian Manhunter. Oh, and I'd like to see MAFEX tackle vehicles because Batmobile.